Hi guys, it's John here, and this is a camera comparison test between the Galaxy S22 Ultra, the Galaxy S23 Ultra, Galaxy S24 Ultra and the Galaxy S24 Plus. We're going to be doing some camera comparisons here with photos and videos, indoors and outdoors and at night. So this is probably the most comprehensive camera test I've done so far, and there are some quite interesting differences between the phones as you are about to find out. Okay, so we're starting off here with some indoor photography. This is just with the standard 12 megapixel sensor. And you can see the S24 Ultra has some slightly brighter looking roses on the bottom left there compared to the other phones. But we can see here as we zoom in 150% that the S23 Ultra is looking much better than the S24 Ultra in terms of the quality, and the coals are looking much more true to life than on the S24 Ultra. Here we have a front facing picture. And again, the S23 Ultra, in my opinion, is looking a lot better than the S24 Ultra. You can see much more detail in the beard, and as we zoom in 150%, again, S22 Ultra out the picture, but the S24 Plus and S23 Ultra do look much better than the S24 Ultra in my opinion. Moving on to some front-facing portrait video here, and we can see the cutouts are working pretty well on all phones. S22 Ultra looking a bit washy, but the other phones are nice and crisp and are able to keep up with movement and handling things quite well. This is running at 4K 30 FPS. As we move outside now for some more portrait video, S22 Ultra looking very washed out still. S22 Ultra looking almost perfect here with the cutouts. If you look at the cutouts around my hair and head, they're much better on the S23 Ultra than the S24 Ultra. Same on the S24 Plus, it's a bit of a halo around me as it gets cut out from the back of the picture, but overall not too bad on all phones. Let's move on to this photo of some tulips here, and the reds are looking much more true to life on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, looking very dark and rich on the S24 Ultra and 24 Plus, but much more true to life on the S23 Ultra as we zoom in 150%. And again, the blues or purples in this picture look much better on the S23 Ultra than the other phones. Here we have a 200 megapixel shot of these flowers, 50 megapixel on the S24 Plus obviously. And if we crop in to 150%, we can see here the quality pretty bad on all phones, to be quite honest. Not too much to boast about here on any of the phones. As we move on to the slow-mo video here, it's looking much better on the S23 Ultra and even the S22 Ultra compared to the S24 Ultra and Plus, because of the fact it has super slow-mo mode, whereas the S24 Ultra and Plus do not. Okay, outdoor photography, here we are at 0.6 zoom, looking good on all phones. Moving into 1x and then 3x zoom. On to 10x zoom here, and you can see the S24 Plus loses all detail. Then we move to 100x zoom on the Ultras and the 30x zoom on the Plus, which is the max it can do. This is probably where the S24 Ultra looks slightly better than the S23 Ultra, but not by much at all. Okay, so we're just doing some 4K 30 FPS video here. See what the stabilisation is like. You're just walking around at the moment, normal walking pace. It's always better doing these videos in the spring. You do get much nicer backdrops to do them on. We do actually have some sunshine today as well, which is very rare at the moment. It's still quite cold though. Okay, here we are with the front facing video. Let's see what things are looking like here. This is just standard 4K 30 again. Let's do some cleaning on the 2200 here. The lens is clean on the 2200, but just looks so washed out in comparison to the rest. Okay, here we are with some portrait recording as well. Again, just standard 4K 30. We're looking pretty good with that edge detection. Okay, so here we are, we've got 8K 30 on the three newer phones and 8K 24 on the Exynos 2200, sorry. And certainly judging from the screen alone, it's very wobbly and shaky on the 2200, not quite sure why. Looks like it's having struggle doing something at least. Yeah, the other phones look very nice. The S24 Ultra does look a lot greener than the S23 Ultra, but I'd say the S23 Ultra is actually more realistic in this mode at least. Okay, we're back at 4K 30 on all phones I'm going to do 3 times zoom here. Just try and check the quality difference here. All phones looking very good actually, I must say. We're up to 10 times zoom. Still very good quality from all phones. We're up to 20 times zoom on the Ultras and just 12 times on the S24 Plus. That's the maximum it can do. And now just a bit of ultra wide here, and we'll pick up the pace a bit, see how the stabilisation is. Here we are with some more outdoor photography, again at the highest megapixel possible. The quality of the photos is really nice on all phones, but that colour difference between them is quite interesting. You can see here, zooming in 150% on these photos, that the quality gained out of the megapixels isn't that great when you think about how many megapixels there are. But let's move on to the night shots now. We can see here, look at the difference in the sky here. The S24 Ultra looking very purple in colour, whereas the other phones are looking much more true to life. Again here, you can see the church is looking a bit strange coloured on the S24 Ultra compared to the rest. Front-facing photo looking okay, but pretty poor on all phones with the low light. And some other shots here you can pause and take a look at, but basically the S23 Ultra looks better in all photos. Here we are with some video just on the standard main camera. You can see here, image stabilisation really nice on the S24 Plus and the S23 Ultra. S24 Ultra doesn't look quite as good in my opinion, it looks a bit more jerky, but overall all phones doing pretty well considering the light levels. S22 Ultra not looking too great, but it is more true to life and colour than the S24 Ultra and the S24 Plus, which look a bit more orange coloured, whereas the lights are more yellow coloured in this area. Here we can see the lack of detail there on the S22 Ultra as we've seen in the past, but not too bad detail on the other two Ultras. Here we are with some front-facing night video as well. And you can see again that colour difference there on the 22 and 24 Ultra compared to the 23. Here we are with the ultra-wide video, and you can see here the lack of quality is hitting the S24 Ultra quite badly in comparison to the S23 Ultra here. And even the S24 Plus has better quality than the S24 Ultra here. It's looking very pink here in the ultra-wide lens. Going back into 1x zoom, and you can see the differences between them. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. I still think the S23 Ultra is probably the best phone overall for photography. The S24 Ultra does do some nice things, but overall the quality and the colours are just so much better on the S23 Ultra compared to the S24 Ultra. But let me know what your thoughts are down below. If this was useful, please do like, subscribe. I'm intending on doing another test with these and they will get the One UI 6.1 update. So be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified when that video comes out. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.